Today on Voiding Warranties, I'm going to test this Chinese-made fuel saver and see if it actually lives up to the hype. Voiding Warranties is proudly sponsored by no one because no one will let us have their products and use them in unintended and unimaginable ways. Alright, I have the package right here. Let's take a look. 2-year warranty, money back guarantee. I think I've actually had the cardboard out of this because it's upside down now. 15% fuel save. Plug and drive OBD2 economy chip tuning box. Benzene cars. Patented. Eco OBD2. Alright, so when I first saw this on someone else's channel, I thought, I wonder if this could possibly do anything. So I came up with a few ideas for how this could work. Let's start with the easy stuff. Idea number 1. It automatically clears out any OBD2 errors you have. So any check engine codes, it clears them out. Now some check engine codes can actually drive other things to happen. Like if you have a check engine code for a bad catalytic converter, it could potentially affect your fuel economy. Now let's see, what else could this do to make it work? Well, it could actually reprogram your car and make it more fuel efficient. At least that's what the hype would lead you to believe, but when the OBD2 protocol came out, it was very specific that you couldn't reprogram your car with it. Now, you can reprogram your car through the CAN bus with a special reprogramming tool, but that's not going to work on a broad variety of cars like this claims. So I'm kind of skeptical about that. Another thing that this could do is it could send false information, and it could send false information on the CAN network, the controller area network on the car. Now, this could potentially save you some fuel. It would have to be faking some sort of other sensor in the car, but that would really be a nasty effect to try on the network. And since I first tested this, the news about Volkswagen came out, and I came up with another idea. This little device could trick your car into thinking it's doing an emissions and fuel economy test. So it tricks your car into going into a more economical mode by giving it some sort of data like a scanner would that was being used in one of these tests. And there's one more option. This thing could do absolutely nothing. But you know what? I don't have to test this on my car because I have a car simulator. This simulates a car ECU well enough that I can trick this Bluetooth-based car scanner. It's an ELM 327, just a Chinese knockoff. I can trick this into thinking it's actually communicating with a real car. Now, this is using the CAN protocol, and a lot of cars on the market use it. There are other protocols that are out there, but this is the one that I'm familiar with. And if this thing uses a ELM 327 based chip, which it's a cheap Chinese throwdown, then it should be able to communicate with all the same protocols this chip can, which include CAN protocol. And this is the only protocol my car actually has, and it says it'll be compatible with my car. Let's read right here. Eco OBD2 fits all car from the year of 1996. I'm assuming that's 1996 on. It works based on OBD2 protocols as remapping the car's computer ECU. After driving 200 kilometers road total, Eco OBD2 adjusts itself to the car according to the driver's habits and always keeps remapping the ECU to save fuel, lower and emission. That's not emission, that's emission. Alright, so let me fire this up and just show you that it works in the first place. I've got to provide a 12 volt power to the OBD2 scanner because it's simulating actually connecting to the car. And now, alright, so I open up Torque, Torque defaults to the device. It's scanning for the car. I'm watching it scan on the computer. Alright. Torque is polling the ECU. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Now I have this set up to where it'll give a random RPM signal. This random RPM signal is just to show that it's running, working, and whatnot. It also sends a random intake air temperature sensor, coolant temperature sensor, and several other parameters. It's just simulating a basic ECU and just some random data from it. Alright, now that I've showed you that this can work and I can simulate an ECU, let me go ahead and reset it. Now, I'm not going to have the Bluetooth-based OBD2 scanner connected for this. The reason I'm not having it connected is simple. You can have collisions when you have two things in the diagnostic port. It's not an issue of having multiple things on the CAN bus, it's an issue of how they use their protocol to get information. These things do it in kind of a stupid way. They send a signal polling the information, and then whatever they receive back with the right address they accept as the information they were asking for. Now, the actual CAN protocol has the information that it is labeled, but this thing doesn't check to make sure it's what it's supposed to be receiving, so it just passes it on. So if you have multiple things using the diagnostic ID, you can have issues. Alright, now let's connect the fuel saver up and see what happens. Oh, alright, I'm not sure how much I missed back there, but we have this thing connected up. Let's go back and try this one more time. I'm going to press and hold the reset button for about 5 seconds. Maybe I didn't do it long enough the first time. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000. Oh, well, that reset button got hot when I did that. I wonder if that's some sort of short to ground. That would be just a bad design. Alright, so it went through the reset. It's now scanning for the computer using all the protocols it has at its disposal. Let's see if it actually gets a connection this time. Yeah, I'm getting bored watching this too. And it's live for me. Let's just let it finish its cycle. I'm tired of holding it. Oh. It finished. Whatever it's doing, it's done. And have we gotten any more data on the CAN bus? Nope. I've actually seen multiple other modes on this. I've seen it where the flashing light goes out and the green light begins to flash. I've seen them both flashing at the same time. I honestly think it just randomly flashes things and it resets whatever it's doing when you press the button. And as you can see from the computer monitor, absolutely nothing has gotten sent from this thing, and it's not requesting any data whatsoever. All this does, if you plug it into your car, is flash its little lights and make you feel like you're saving fuel. And I guess for some people that's good enough, because people put magnets on their fuel lines and then claim to get better fuel economy from those. This is never going to actually reprogram your car, because it can't. It definitely couldn't do it on this wide a range of car. If you ever look at any actual car programmers, they only work for a handful of models. Even the Ford stuff that also covers Mazda, it's a different protocol for different model years of car. So having one little thing that you can buy for $10 that's going to reprogram your car is pretty unlikely. If you like this episode of Voiding Warranties, please click like. And if you really want to see more of them, please click subscribe.